Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and in today's video I want to talk about expensive DLCs, and this is another sort of rant about modern gaming. As you know, I'm not a big fan of the whole way that modern gaming works, and I like to buy a game and it be complete, and I do get the whole idea of DLCs, that they're great. They're nothing that's new, whether you call them DLCs or whether you call them expansion packs. You can go back to, as far as I can remember, like the original Doom. You completed the game, they bring out some expansion packs for those that just want a bit more like sort of Doom experience. And now you've got sort of downloadable content that seems to be just thrown out there left, right and centre. So the reason this video has been sparked off is because my son has Mortal Kombat 1 on the Xbox, and he paid about £40 for this, so it's a hefty price for a game. And I was just sort of having a bit of a chat with him this morning. It's like, oh well, there's a new DLC out. Okay. Doesn't really bring too much. I think there is a new story or campaign in it. It's, as far as I can tell, it's the DLC pack 2, and then he dropped the bombshell is that it's £40. Now I had a quick look. Yes, that's right. Pack 2 is £40. It's got some new characters in it, Terminator, Ghostface, among some others. There is some additional sort of, I think, sort of story or campaign kind of content, but £40 for an add-on. This game costs £40, and he bought this when it came out. Now I've just had a quick look. You can buy this brand new in physical form for as low as about £15. So I found it for about £15 on the Xbox Series X. I found it for about £28 on the PS5, and nobody forces you to go and buy these DLCs, I get that, but it's an absolutely ridiculous price, and I'm not the only one that complained. I did a bit of a quick Google, and so many complaints about the price of the DLC for this. So pack 1, I think, was about £25, and you got sort of DLC pack 2 or expansion pack 2, whatever you want to call it. That's £40. If you've already bought the game at full price, you're looking £110, £115 for a Mortal Kombat game. Now, nothing against Mortal Kombat, it's absolutely fantastic, but there's been numerous games going all the way back to sort of like the early 90s when I first started playing Mortal Kombat. The same happened with Mortal Kombat 11. There was some expansion packs you could play with, like the Terminator, etc. Fantastic. Then they bring a new game out. Then they bring another expansion, DLC, whatever you want to call it, out for it. Some of it with similar content, so just new characters, skins, and okay, it adds to the game. But I just think that is seriously overpriced. £40 for a DLC or an expansion pack, or whatever you want to call it. When you're paying more for the expansion, for the extra bits than you've actually paid for the game, that is when it becomes ridiculous. There's no reward for going out and buying this in the first place. I could justify like a £10-15 expense for those that really do love this game and they just want a bit more for it. So new characters, new skins, new moves, new this, that, the other. But when you ended up paying 60 odd quid for some extras, that is absolutely insane, and it's something that happens a lot. You get your free games like Fortnite, etc., and then they expect you to buy these bits on. And I kind of get that. They've got to make their money back somewhere. They've got to keep the servers rolling. I still think overpriced in-game purchases for a skin, so you just look like someone else, that is a bit excessive. But that is the way that the gaming world has gone. But to have to go out, okay, you don't have to go out, but to be offered an expansion pack which is higher than the price of the original game in the first place is absolutely insane. So yeah, not very impressed. This is a good game. I've seen it being played on an Xbox Series X. Looks absolutely stunning. But maybe I'm just a little old school. You go out, you buy this, and this is the game you get, and then you wait for the next one. Because if you want more content or you want something else, that is how it used to be. You'd have Mortal Kombat 1, and then that'd be it. This would be everything you would need to buy. No extras, no add-ons, no missing out because you haven't purchased this, that or the other. And you would just wait for the next game, and hopefully they would add in the things that you want it to be added in. DLCs, well, that is just a license for money. And like I said, I don't have a problem with charging a small amount for some extras, but when you're charging way over the odds, way more than the game cost in the first place, then that's ridiculous. And we don't seem to see so much where you'd buy the game and then a few years later they would bring out or re-release the game as like a value pack, etc., and it would have all the DLCs built in. You do kind of get that. I've seen that on the Switch quite a bit, where they re-release a game and it came with all the extras, and it's an incentive for people to rebuy it on a new platform. That is a little different, but to go out, spend a fortune on this game, and then spend a fortune on extras, more than what you've paid for the game in the first place, is absolutely insane. Like I say, nobody forces you to. I don't actually think it hinders the progress of the game, but it's just absurd. So there you go. Another modern gaming rant from me about overpriced expansions or DLCs or bits you can download for a game. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.